uni on some scholarships until they ran out. Yeah.
Rei is an award-winning artist who can sing, rap and produce.
Every step that I take, I had to fight for it.
He's a part of the new wave of Kiwi hip-hop artists who are making noise here in Aotearoa and abroad.
He really exemplifies the new future of Aotearoa musicians. He's bilingual and naturally, bridges and moves between those worlds.
Like, I love writing music and I love performing. Like, that's the main thing.
But this Māori muso doesn't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Like, I'm in this music thing for the long haul, like, I'm not gonna be a flash in the pan. I'm gonna keep writing music. This is my thing.
I just wanna be myself. Everybody's so caught up in that dream lifestyle.
Rei's passion for music and making beats started in his bedroom.
Over my teenage years, was always making music and making beats and rapping and writing songs on guitar. Like, I always feel like most like myself when I'm just in the zone and writing and making music.
His mum, Heeni, remembers those days well.
Yeah, it was quite amazing how he just seemed to teach himself how to make the beats. I don't know how he learned it, but before long he was doing it and putting songs together.
Not too much has changed for Rei. Despite his success, he's still making hits in his bedroom. But instead of relying solely on his talent to succeed, the Wellingtonian also got a degree from Victoria University.
Te reo was my major and marketing was my minor. So I did Māori just for myself, really, because Māori language and culture is a big part of my life and everything. And the marketing was specifically to help with music and give me a bit more of a business grounding.
After graduating, Rei moved to Auckland in 2015 and started working with Kog Studio and industry giant Chris Chetland.
I thought what he was doing was really interesting and he was definitely ahead of the curve musically and he could sort of see the future of where things were going.
Chris has worked with international artists and a long list of local artists, including Savage and Scribe.
I think Scribe was the first New Zealand artist that I really looked up to. I think it was the first New Zealand CD that I owned was Scribe's Crusader. So it's pretty cool to kind of go full circle now, since I'm working with the person who really was behind that album in a big way.
Bassline's 50% there.
Yeah.
Once we get that done, and I think it's pretty easy, the whole thing will roll.
Yeah, we'll get it there. And the whole kaupapa at Kog Studios is to empower the artists, to teach the artists as much as possible about every aspect of the industry. So I've definitely learned a whole lot. I'm really grateful to have that kind of mentor or whānau relationship with Kog where they have just been teaching me all these things.
Rei's breakthrough came last year with his hit single, Good Mood. The song literally went viral, kicking Ariana Grande's Thank You Next off the top spot on the US Spotify viral chart.
Yeah, today I'm in a good mood. Got good drink and good food. With some good friends and good news.
Did you have a feeling it was going to be so successful?
I did have a good feeling for Good Mood, that it was going to do well. It definitely had that kind of positive vibe, which I knew people were going to resonate with. Kind of like, Pharrell's Happy or something like that. It just works. But yeah, I didn't think it was going to hit #1 on the US viral Spotify chart. I didn't see that coming. That was cool as.
And a relief for his parents.
We have to admit we did have some nervousness about him venturing on a career like this, which is high risk, and not many people that try can actually make it through and make a living from it. We're really very proud of our boy.
Rei has produced 3 albums, 5 EPs and several singles, some of them in te reo.
I didn't really hear much Māori hip-hop R&B music, so I kind of just wanted to make some Māori music that I'd really want to listen to. Also, with the type of te reo that I use in my Māori music, I use a lot of transliterations and get really cheeky, make up my own words. Because, with American hip-hop, they make up words, new slang all the time. So it's just the same thing. We're just trying to push te reo forward and make it relevant for 2019.
Today isn't just floating in and out of languages, he's crossing genres as well.
Yeah, Rei was comfortable to work with a lot of different genres, but that's a really common trait amongst successful artists because it's just like languages. The more words you have, the more you can do, the better poetry you can write.
This year, though, Rei's top priority was to complete his latest album, The Bridge.
I've never worked as hard on any kind of project as this. I've been quite a lot more harder on myself on making songs as good as possible, especially when it comes to the mixing, engineering side of things, just making sure every sound is perfect, making sure every lyric is perfect, the vocals sit right and everything like that.
I never hesitate, no.
Rei stayed here down in our little whare for about 6 weeks while we worked on the album, and we just kept on going over it and honing it and honing it.
So you were staying here while you were mixing your album?
Yeah, I was staying down here in Whare Iti, that's the name of this whare. It's just a beautiful place to be able to really focus on the album and try to block out everything. And no Wi-Fi down in this whare, so that's good.
Today, all that sacrifice is rewarded at the official launch of his album.
It's definitely his best work. It's pretty much a concept album, which is a rare thing for an artist to do these days. Rei's one actually tells a story.
Rei says The Bridge is a kaupapa-driven album.
I try to keep my music within this theme of rangatiratanga, of empowering people to be chiefs of their own environment and of their own minds and of their own lives. I try to keep everything under that. If it's a heartbreak song or a love song, like at the end of the song, I want people to be feeling better and more empowered. So hopefully I do that.
He's definitely got a big future within New Zealand, but also internationally.
It's all pretty exciting, but nothing's locked in. I'm just gonna follow where life's leading me, not trying to force anything.